This is the second video showing how to find the sum of an arithmetic series. And this one's going to show though using a formula, which comes in really handy, especially when you're talking about large amounts of terms or large numbers. So you don't have to actually evaluate each and every term. So let's get started. In this example, I'm going to go ahead and start out. This is a 5-minute video, so I may get interrupted in the second example. But in example number 1, I'm using the exact same series that I had in the prior video, which showed you how to find the sum the long way. So we should get the exact same answer here. This is your formula over here, and it's going to make a lot of sense. Probably, I'm hoping, anyway. Basically, this is your first number, A1. And over here, I need to find A1 by plugging in the value 2 into the expression. Because this isn't saying that 2 is my first number in the sequence. It's telling me that I'm looking for the second term. So what I need to do is plug in 2 right here to find the second term, which is going to be 5 minus 4. And so my second term here is 1. And then I'm going to find my last term, which is when I plug in the value 4. Alright, so I would be plugging in 5 minus 2 times 4. And that's going to be 5 minus 8, or negative 3. Now, because I really only have 3 terms in this sequence, it really may not be a lot shorter work, but if this was, for example, maybe 24, you'd see that I'd be saving a bunch of time. Okay, this is my first term, 1, and this is my last term, negative 3. What I'm really going to do is add those two terms together and divide by 2, all right, in this formula. So A1 is my 1, AN is my negative 3, okay, and I'm going to divide this whole thing by 2. And then basically what I'm doing is finding the average number or the mean number, or the most basically, if I had a huge amount of numbers, let's say I had a series of, or sequence of 100 numbers, I'd be finding the average or mean number of those numbers. Then I'm going to multiply by n, which is really how many numbers there are. Well, in this case, I'm going from 2 to 4. So I've got 2, 3, and 4. I've got 3 numbers. So I'm just going to multiply by 3. All right. 1 plus negative 3 is going to be negative 2 over 2. All right. Well, negative 2 over 2, that cancels out to just negative 1. All right, so now I've got 3 times negative 1, or negative 3 as my answer. And that's great because that is actually the same number that I got in the prior video showing how to do it the other way. Let's do another example really quick here. I need just my first number and my last number. So I'm going to plug in my 2 for basically this is representing A1. 2 plugged in here would give me 4 times 2, or 8. Now my last number is going to be when I plug in this value of 7. Alright, so that's my AN. I'm going to plug in 7 here. So 4 times 7 is 28. This is my first term. That's my last term. The number of terms that I have is 7 minus 2. And that's going to give me, see, 7 minus 2. I'm sorry, 7 minus 1, because I'm including 2. If you counted them up, I'd have the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh term, and so I have 6 terms in total. My n is 6. My A1 and my AN are 8 plus 28, which I need to divide by 2 if I total them. All right, 8 plus 28 is 36. 36 divided by 2 is 18. And I've got 6 times 18. Oops. Okay. And we can just use a calculator if you want to do that. That should give you 6 times 10 is 60, plus 48 is going to give me 108. That's what I get for my answer. For example, problem number 2. This is my answer for this one. And this is my answer for this.